Guys, I just want to give you a quick review of a product that I picked up on Hunter's Trust Reviews. It's a Facebook page that I was intrigued by and went on and found some deals on XOP short sticks. And one of the deals with the agreement is to do some reviews on these sticks. I've had them for about a week, so when you guys see these videos, it'll probably be 2 to 3 weeks into this process. I'm trying to do some editing, do some different things with them, like climbing some trees with and without aiders, testing out the straps, the speed at going on and off the tree, and all of those things. Now, I'm not a professional in any way, so some of the things that you see me doing are going to be novice, but I wanted to give you a quick overview of the sticks themselves. And so what I have done today is just been trying them out and doing some different things with them. And the sticks are about 24 inches long. They came packaged in your normal everyday package, just a long box from Amazon. They're about a little over 2 pounds a piece. I've not weighed them. I don't have a scale to do that, so I can't show you guys that cool footage here on YouTube or anything like that, but they're about 24 inches long. They're not very long sticks. They are 2 steps, which has actually been kind of a positive thing for me, because I've been using a double step for about a year, not quite a year. So I'm very new at this, and I was a little bit leery. The only thing that I've noticed is that the 2 steps are obviously not going to let me get as high into a tree as I would kind of like, depending on where I'm at. So the other thing about them is they have the XOP brackets going against the tree. These do move a little bit. I'm going to try tightening bolts and see if maybe that helps a little bit. And I don't know if this is because when you're in a tree that might need to adjust or turn or twist a little bit, it gives you that freedom to do so. But they do move a little bit. But overall, pretty short and simple. Nothing real spectacular about them. XOP stick. Single step, single step. The one thing that I did like about them when they came is they have a locking system. The locking system works really well. And from what I've noticed so far, very little noise when they are stacked together. And so I'm going to take these and put them together for you guys, show you kind of how they work. But as you can see, the system has a nice little bracket right here that you use to fit your other stick into. So as you're putting them together, they fit together. Then once you have your stick in the bracket, sorry, my bottom step was a little bit off there. All you have to do is turn this bottom stick. Once you've turned that bottom stick, they are locked in place. There's very little rattling, there's very little noise. The only thing that's making any type of movement is probably this rag tag that you see here on it. So very little. There is a little bit of jingle sometimes with the piece right here, the actual locking bracket. It's a little loose, but when you have all of them connected, that's pretty minimal. So overall, there's 2. The third one, you put it on, same thing. You're going to line it up with the bracket. Make sure that the steps are sitting correctly. Lock it down. Now you have 3 steps. Straight. No craziness. Very little movement. You guys can hear I've got a microphone on. That's the only rattle you can hear is this little button right here. So overall, a pretty good, easy setup. This is exactly how they came in the box. The straps were all individually rolled in little plastic bags, so this came out of the box just like this. Didn't have to worry about putting any pieces together, bolting anything together. This is how they came out of the box. So I bought these off Amazon. They run about $98. It was about $106 with tax and shipping. So not too bad of a price. The Hunter's Trust Review was able to give me some rebates on that, so pretty decent set of sticks. Just a quick overview of the straps. Just told you about the sticks themselves and how they work. Just to go over the cam strap system, it's nothing spectacular in the sense of it's a cam strap. I'm not a professional to go over any particulars for or against cam straps. It's what came with the stick. It's what I'm going to use, and it operates very easily. Quick push of the button, You can slide it in both directions. It will not go back on itself when it's locked down, but it will slide very easily if you need to adjust. Push the button, slide it back the other direction. Works the way that it's supposed to. You guys can see the buckle is just a sewn loop at the end of the buckle that goes over the button on your stick. It's webbed nylon, the best I can tell you. And on both ends, you have these folded, sewn, webbed loops that go over your button. They seem to make it very easy to slip over the button. They don't get in the way a lot. Sometimes if you were to try to put this strap around a button without having it sewn over like this, I think you'd have some problems with that. So very easy system to use, very quick. As you guys can see, my preferred method this year is saddle hunting, and I have been using this. I did use it a little bit at the end of last year. Was able to do a couple of sits in the woods to get used to it. Was not the best at it, so I'm still learning this art of saddle hunting. But anyway, just to kind of go over the steps, like I said, this is just a one step. I'm going to show you kind of the bottom length of the tree and setting it up. The cam strap, very simple, very easy, nothing spectacular about this. This is a normal cam strap system. I can't really explain anything about it other than it is a heavy duty cam strap. I'm going to be climbing on a persimmon tree, and as you guys may or may not know, the persimmon trees are not exactly best for climbing. I've used this one to climb up and practice my old stand and my old sticks several times. It's just not the best bark for climbing, and so if they work on this tree, it's probably going to work on most trees that you guys are going to use. So the thing that I have to consider with not having any aiders or anything on it is the fact that it's got to be enough that I can get my foot up to an easy height. So the first one's going to have to go a little bit lower than what I normally would, preferably on my setup. So I'm going to hook on my strap, get it ready to go. Make sure that I have enough length in my strap to go around the tree. Which I still did not have enough length in the strap. And then get it hooked. So, nice and straight. Tighten your strap. Get ready to settle it in. The only thing that I've noticed when I was climbing the other day is these side pieces will twist, and that may be to allow it to settle onto certain trees and certain angles, but that will move a little bit that first time you go up that tree, and that is something that you need to get used to. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just kind of go up just enough to show you guys that first step and how that works. It's fairly solid. So no surprise there, XOP makes a pretty good stick. I've heard a lot about them. I've just never been able to afford one right off the bat. So pretty solid setup right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the camera off for a minute, get my other sticks set up, and then we're gonna see how high we can get on just 3 short sticks and regular steps in between. All right guys, I'm getting ready to go up to the next step. I want to make sure that I've got plenty of room for me to take a good step. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt right now, so obviously it's going to be different during hunting season. So I've seen a lot of different guys doing different things, trying to show what kind of a step. Ultimately, if I can put that next step somewhere right in here where my knee is at, that should give me enough clearance to make a good step onto the next one and still get a good step into the next section of the tree. So I've got some little hooks on the side of my saddle here that I put my sticks on. Tried to do a similar wrap to what some of the XOP channels were telling us to do with the straps. So all I'm going to do is just loosen up the cam strap, unhook that a little bit. One of the things that you're going to notice is with the cam strap, you do have that possibility for noise. Of course, it's a little windy today, so you probably can't hear anything. So we're gonna go ahead and try to put that next stick somewhere right in here. So that I can go straight up the tree. One good thing that I am liking about these sticks that I was a little bit concerned about when it came to alternating steps or single step systems is with the short stick, you only have 2 steps. So automatically I'm going left, right, left, right. So that's one good thing I can see right now off the bat. So I've got my stick spaced out. My step is just a little bit above my knee. I'm gonna move my lineman's rope up. That's a little bit of a high step, but I think I can do it. And make sure my step is settled. So here we are at this one. So I'm gonna do my last step, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of measuring, just 3 sticks. And we'll see how high we can get with just 3 sticks. So again, left, right. I'm gonna set my stick somewhere right here where I can hopefully make a good step. And I can honestly say that if you are a newbie looking for some sticks, you're watching a brand new person when it comes to climbing sticks. I've used a set of climbing sticks for less than a year. So, right now, I am learning with trial and error, which I'm sure you guys that are watching this have seen much smoother people going up a tree besides me. So now we're going up on our last stick. Go ahead and make that exchange. And here we are. So now that I'm up in the tree, as you guys can tell, I've got a tape measure with me. My knee is maybe a little bit higher than where I would want to put my stand. I've got a platform that I would mount to the tree, probably somewhere between my foot and my knee. So that's where we're going to measure from. So we're going to, without the wind blowing it around too much, get a tape measure down to the ground and try to give us a little bit of an idea of where we would be at. Roughly, my knee is about 12 feet in the air. So if I put my stand somewhere right in here, I would be almost 12 foot up. That is with no aiders, no supports or helps in any way. We're gonna come back down. For anybody who has not used a lineman's belt before, I would recommend that you learn how. They make anything like this extremely easy. Now in the woods, I'm probably not going to wrap them up. Probably going to lower them down to the ground. Take a step down to my next stick. Hit the cam buckle. Make sure you don't have your rope on it. And step down to the ground. It's as easy as that.